Welcome back, everybody, to the New York Knicks, MyNBA franchise here on NBA 2K23. Today we have Game 5 of the first round of the playoffs as we look to win this first round series for good. Last episode, we took Games 3 and 4 on the road despite a couple of really impressive performances from their center, Alfie Kohn. He had 31 and 12 in Game 3. But our offense was a little bit too much. Tatum and Diablo had 22. Reddish had 19 on perfect shooting. And our outside shot was really good. In Game 4, again, Alfie Kohn was very good. And the Pacers had the lead for most of the game. They were up by, I think, 15 at one point early in the fourth quarter, but we kept storming back. Eventually, Indiana took a 5-point lead with around 3.5 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. They took Alfie Kohn out of the game, and after that, we outscored them 10-0 the rest of the way, showing how important Alfie Kohn is to this Pacers team. It's also showing how important the outside shot is. The Pacers went 0 for 8 from 3 in the fourth quarter, and when our defense needed to lock in, they did. So that brings us to Game 5, and this will be the only game of today's episode because it is an elimination game. So if we lose, then Game 6 would be in the next episode, and if we win, obviously we're moving on to the second round against either the Hornets or the Magic. The Pacers' backs are against the wall, and I think in a normal situation like this, it would be easy to say that the Pacers season feels like it's over, especially coming off an emotional, heartbreaking loss in Game 4. You really feel like they gave it all they got, and the gas is pretty much ran out. However, we cannot go into this game with that mindset. We got to go into this game like any other playoff game. We got to beat these guys on our home floor, end their season, and punch our ticket to the second round as we look to win our very first playoff series of this MyNBA franchise. So Indiana has the ball. Paul George with it, gets a good look from 3. Barrett slow to react on defense. Paul George was very bad in Games 3 and 4. Playoff P, more like way off P. There's Benedict Mathurin from deep. Pacers looking good from beyond the arc early after, again, going 0 for 8 from 3 in the fourth quarter. Again, Barrett caught sleeping on defense. He was expecting George to drive inside, but instead George takes the 3. It's 9-2. Ramses goes upstairs and throws it down. A powerful reverse dunk as it's 9-4. The Pacers looking to set the tone here early, but the Knicks are looking to respond quickly as Jason Tatum hits the step-back 3. His first basket of the game, and it's now 9-7. Lob attempt unsuccessful. Tatum steals it away in transition, sends it over to the Italian stallion, Cesar DiCarlo. Over to the big fella, Jarrett Allen, who throws it down with a one-handed slam. We are tied at 9. The Pacers look dominant early, but now the Knicks are making some plays as Tatum blocks the shot. Barrett with it, off the glass, bang! Alley-oop reverse off the backboard. What a play by R.J. Barrett off the block by Tatum as we are tied at 11. Halliburton inside for the Red Rifle, Milton Surratt, who makes a nice layup. Surratt's been banged up throughout this series, but he's a tough cookie, playing through injury as Barrett nearly loses it. Tatum ends up back with it. Over to Barrett with 7 left on the shot clock. Barrett drives inside, uses his strength and physicality to get the layup. He now has 4 points. 15-13, Indiana ahead. Barrett's pass is tipped and intercepted by Surratt. Here comes Indiana in transition. Tyrese Halliburton inside for Paul George. Playoff P, I think, has more points in this game than he did in Games 3 and 4 combined. And keep in mind, we're 4.5 minutes in. There's Jason Tatum with a nice play. It's now 17-15. Knicks looking to run the floor. Rams is with it. Tough shot, no good. Jarrett Allen ends up with the offensive rebound, and he gets the monster slam in return. The throw with the throwdown. 19-17 now. C.J. McCollum connects from beyond the arc. That'll put the Pacers back ahead by 5. 22-17. Here's Coco Diablo. He's open. Tatum in the corner. Bang! Hits the triple. Nice assist by Coco. 22-20. Diablo over to Ramses. Thought about the 3, doesn't take. Step back. Too smooth. Nice shot by DJ Ramses. That'll tie the game up at 22. It's been a pretty back-and-forth start. Indiana certainly making it a ball game early on as Ramses steals it over to Diablo. On the other end, let's get Coco crazy. Coco Diablo with the 3. 24-25 now. Derek White inside. Nice shot. That'll put the Pacers right back ahead. as it continues to be a back and forth first quarter. 29-27, about 30 seconds left to go. McCollum hits another three. Indiana's getting back to their three-point shooting from the earlier games in this series. They're looking good from the perimeter. Coco with the and one slam. Baisley called for the foul. It'll remain a one-score game. 32-30. Here's McCollum with it. Time winding down. Guarded by Diablo. McCollum's going to have to get rid of it quickly, and he is blocked. Ahmed Kavango, the third-year pro, out of the Democratic Republic of Congo, with the denial. 32-30. Going into the second quarter, Indiana leads. The Knicks are looking to get the lead back as Cesar DiCarlo, the Italian stallion, mamma mia! He hits the three. DiCarlo did not record a field goal in Game 4. He did have 9 assists, however. Nice fadeaway for Jared Allen, the big fella, showing off his range. 32-35. Good start here early in the second quarter for New York as Tyrese Halliburton goes inside, makes the layup, and it is now a one-point game. 34-35. Indiana looking to get the lead back. Halliburton has a wide-open man. It's Paul George, playoff P, as he continues his Game 5 excellence against his former squad. Now knotted up at 37, continuing to be a really good game so far, as Alfie Kohn gets the slam, the Frenchman, Kohn has been pretty quiet so far today. We'll see if Indiana can get him integrated into the game plan more. Tatum, wide open, no good. Allen with another offensive board, and he throws it down. Jared Allen, 5 for 5 so far today. He has been very good for the Knicks. Tatum, easy layup in transition. New York leads by 2, 41-43. With a little over 5 minutes left in the first half. Here's DiCarlo inside. Tatum is denied. What a block by the Pacer defense. My goodness. 43-45, not too long later. Here's DiCarlo over to Tatum. He's got the isolation with Surratt, and Tatum hits the fadeaway. 47-43. The Knicks are starting to gain a little bit of control, but still not really. A very close game as Tyrese Halliburton and his ugly shot form hits the three. 46-47. The Knicks' perimeter defense, which was so good down the stretch in Game 4, has not been very good here in Game 5. Indiana's perimeter defense also has not been great. Killer Cam Reddish is left wide open for three. 48-50. DiCarlo on fire for the Knicks as he passes it for Barrett, who gets the dunk. R.J. Barrett having a solid game so far. DiCarlo, by the way, with 7 and 7 so far. Corner three for Darius Baisley is good. 51-53. About 2 minutes left to go in the first half. McCollum with it for the Pacers for three. And the lead, it is good. C.J. McCollum knocks down the triple. 54-53. Baisley in the corner. Tough contested three from McCollum will not fall. He is slow to get up. The Knicks looking to move it quickly in transition as Diablo blows by Benedict Mathurin for the slam. 54-55 now. Tyrese Halliburton with it over to Mathurin for three. Knocks it down. Benedict Mathurin does a great job there of getting off the screen to put the Pacers back ahead. 57-55. Diablo over to Tatum. Tatum looking to get this lead back as the step back mid-ranger is good. That shot had a lot of arc on it. 57-57. Under 30 to go in the first half. Tatum fadeaway three ball. Got it! Big time shot by Jason Tatum. He's got 17 points. 57-60. Final seconds of the first half. Who will get the last shot? It's in the hands of Ramses, who has struggled offensively these past few games. Step back three at the buzzer will not fall. And that'll wrap up what has been a very exciting first half here at the Garden. 60-57, New York leads Indiana. The Pacers are giving it a fight. I said before this game started, you cannot view it as if Indiana is going to roll over and die, because they are not. They are fighting, they're scratching and clawing, and they're hitting their three-point shots. They're getting back to their perimeter-oriented play, in which their offense was so good in games 1 and 2 because they kept hitting the three ball, and here's another one from Tyrese Halliburton. I will say the Knicks do look pretty good early out the gates here in the third quarter. Try to keep it going, but that won't help as Alfie Kohn throws it down off the lob. 64-66. Allen gets it over to Ramses. Really struggling from three so far as he misses another one. But Jared Allen is there for the putback reverse slam. He now has 12 and 9. Multiple of his rebounds have come on the offensive end of the floor. Why is Benedict Mathurin wide open in the corner? That is a good question. Mathurin has been a knockdown shooter throughout the entirety of the playoffs for the Pacers. Tatum, deep three off the screen is good. He says, what you can do, I can do better. Knocking down a three of his own. Both teams are in takeover mode. Everybody on the floor is on fire. That should lead to some high-level basketball. Which team will be able to take advantage? Benedict Mathurin hits the three. It's a one-point game. Pass is stolen away from DiCarlo by Paul George. Over to Tyrese Halliburton for the lead. It is good. And it looks like the Pacers are the ones taking advantage of their team takeover mode right now as Mathurin sends it in the corner for Cone. Over to Milton Surratt for three. Pacers lead by 4. Really making some plays here. The Knicks are still in takeover mode. The Pacers are not, but Indiana certainly won that sequence as the Knicks are now out of takeover mode. So now they're going to start hitting their shots. Barrett with the 3 on the wing, assisted by Ramses. 77-74. Pacers lead by 3. Tatum wide open at the top of the key. Tie game. Jason Tatum with 25 points tonight. Now we are knotted up at 77. The Pacers looking to get the lead back. Good jumper by Alfie Cone. The Pacers need to get Cone more involved. He's been so good these past couple of games. They need him to continue to make plays down low. Ramses misses another 3. He cannot buy a bucket, but it doesn't matter. R.J. Barrett with the rebound, the putback, and draws the foul. It's an and one. Barrett would make the 3 throw to put the Knicks ahead, 79-80. McCollum a little bit banged up as he gets the assist over to Darius Bazley, who hits the 3. That'll put the Pacers back ahead, 82-80. Diablo in the corner. R.J. Barrett, corner pocket, tray ball, bang, bang. Knicks back up by 1. Both teams continuing to shoot the ball really well. So much offense tonight. This has been a really fun game as Kabongo steals it away in transition. Diablo over to Patrick Feinstein, and 1. Patrick Feinstein with the play. It's now 82-87. The Knicks are on a nice little run. Barrett drives inside, muscles through the defender. He now has 22. The Knicks up by 7, one of their biggest leads of the day. Indiana's got to score here before the end of the quarter. George inside makes the floater. That'll cut the lead down to 5. 84-89. The Knicks holding on for one more shot here in this third quarter. It's in the hands of Coco Diablo. Diablo looking to make a play as it's over to Barrett for 3 in the corner. No good. That'll wrap up the third. The Knicks are 1 quarter away from moving on to the second round of the playoffs for the first time in a while. Put it that way. Into the fourth quarter. Alfie Cone with the layup. It's a 1-score game, 86-89. The Pacers season comes down to this final quarter. DiCarlo over to the big fella, Jared Allen, who gets the dunk. Allen now is 14 and 11. That's a double-double. Halliburton over to Paul George. Knocks it down from deep. It's a 2-point game, now a 4-point game in favor of the Knicks. Halliburton with it inside in the corner for Derek White. He'll hit the triple. Tyrese Halliburton is putting on a passing clinic right now. The Knicks up, but only by 1. There's Diablo off the screen. Corner 3 is good. Both teams seemingly have not missed an outside shot in the second half, particularly Indiana. At least with the Knicks, DJ Ramses can't buy a bucket, and everybody else is hitting their shots. DiCarlo makes the midi. He now has a double-double, 10 and 10, as it is a 6-point lead for the Knicks. Halliburton lobs it up to the big man, Alfie Cone, who throws it down. 96-100 now. Derek White with the dunk off the assist by Halliburton. It's a 2-point game with 5 minutes to go. DiCarlo for 3, no good. Another offensive rebound, though, for Jared Allen. The Knicks with a second chance on this possession. Tatum draws the double. Somebody's open. It's Ramses. Deep 3. Bang! DJ Ramses missed his first 6 threes of the game, but he finally gets one to fall. Bazley's shot is tipped by Allen. It goes in. 1-score game now. The Knicks would respond, making it a 5-point game with 3.5 minutes to go. It really comes down to this here for the Pacers. Halliburton is trapped inside. Look who's wide open, though, at the top of the key. It's Paul George. Misses the 3. Cone with the rebound, though, and he misses the putback attempt. The Pacers had to take advantage there with an open 3 and a second chance opportunity. Following New York possession, Barrett over to Diablo. Deep 3. Bang! Big time 3 for Coco Diablo. It's an 8-point game with 2:48 left to go on the clock. Halliburton is trapped, draws the double. Mathurin open for 3. He hits it. The Knicks call a timeout as the Pacers bring the lead back down to 5. 103-108 with about 2 minutes left to go. Halliburton's shot is no good. Cone with the rebound, and he misses the putback dunk. Jared Allen with the shot contest. Alfie Cone misses another easy bucket. 103-108. Can the Knicks look to ice the game sooner than later? Diablo in the corner for three. Shot no good. Rebounded by Surratt. Then the Pacers are going to look to run the floor quickly. They would not score, and the Knicks get it back. Here's Tatum inside. Blocked. Gets it back. Tatum over to Jared Allen. He's got open room inside, and he loses it. Ripped away by Paul George. On the other end, here comes Surratt over to Cone, and his shot is off the mark. I think Jared Allen blocked it. On the other end, Coco Diablo with the two-handed powerful dunk. Knicks lead by 7 with a minute to go. George over to Cone. Thinks about the three, doesn't take. Over to Halliburton, over to Surratt. He'll knock it down for the Pacers. 116-110 with 53 seconds left on the clock. The Pacers are not fouling yet as it's in the hands of Tatum. Drives inside over to Barrett, and they finally decide to foul. The Knicks are not in the bonus, so they'll get it on the inbound. Pacers are looking to quickly foul, but the Knicks are going to try to pass this ball out. Barrett with it now, over to Allen. Allen inside for Tatum. Great ball movement as he makes the layup. That was a risky decision to keep on passing. There could have easily been a turnover, but with multiple guys swarming the ball carrier, the Knicks figured somebody would be open, and eventually Tatum was inside. 116-112. Three ball in the corner for Mathurin is no good. Jared Allen with the rebound as he's fouled by Cohen and will go to the line with 31.5 seconds left on the clock to potentially ice the game. The throw with 16 and 18 makes the first one, and that'll extend New York's lead. The second one now to make it an 8-point game from Jared Allen. His free throw is no good. Rebounded by George. Pacers got to move quick. They only have one timeout. Decide not to use it. In the corner. 3-point shot. No good by Mathurin. Rebounded by Barrett. And the Pacers are not going to foul. New York is going to dribble out the clock. It's DeCarlo. He's going to hand it off to R.J. Barrett. Barrett has been here the longest. I feel like he deserves to be the one to dribble out the clock with just seconds to go. This game is over. The Knicks are moving on to the second round of the playoffs for the first time since the 2012-2013 season. That was 13 years ago, the last time the Knicks won a playoff series. And that streak comes to an end tonight as they beat the Pacers in the first round in 5 games. You got to tip your hat to the Indiana Pacers. They gave us a tough fight. They were scrappy and tough throughout the entire series. Not your ordinary 8 seed. 29 for Tatum, 22 for Barrett on just 10 shots. 17 and 18 for Allen, 16 for Coco, and then a double-double, 10 and 10 for DeCarlo. As for Indiana, Paul George played much better today, led them in scoring with 20. Halliburton, 17 assists. They had 8 different players in the double figures, although Alfie Cohn was a little bit quieter than he's been. Jared Allen certainly won that individual matchup today. The Pacers did shoot 58% from 3. Their outside shooting was unbelievable, but it was not enough to propel them to the win. So this is what our playoff bracket looks like so far. The Sonics, Celtics, and Knicks have all advanced. There are some pretty close matchups so far, but we're going to direct our attention to the Hornets and the Magic. Orlando, the 5 seed, currently leads the series 3-2 as we hop into Game 6. And the Magic are wiping the floor. Orlando wins at 135-117. Markelle Fultz with 29 points on 11 of 12 shooting. 22-7-8 for Donaldson. 22-11-6 for Banchero. 17-15-8 for Sabonis. Everybody's filling up the stat sheet. LaMelo Ball had 39-11, but it's not enough to keep the Hornets around. I think the Hornets are a bad matchup for us, so I'm relieved we don't have to face off against them. They have the 2 lead guards with LaMelo and Levine, and they have a ton of good 3-and-D guys around them. I think that's a bad matchup for us. So before we talk about the Magic, I want to talk about some of the other series that happened across the NBA. There were some surprises as we look at this bracket. The 2-seeded Pistons, our biggest competition in the East, lost to the Cavs. I told you I didn't want to play Cleveland in the first round. And then most shocking of all, the Rockets losing 6 games to the Minnesota Timberwolves. So the defending champions and the title favorites are now out as the Rockets fall to Minnesota. So this is what the bracket looks like going into the second round. And you may notice if you look at the top 3 teams in the standings, you have the Rockets, us, and the Pistons. The Rockets and the Pistons are both out. So on one hand, we are now the favorite to win the title. But on the other hand, Houston and Detroit losing shows that these top teams are very vulnerable and we cannot get complacent or comfortable, especially against a team like the Magic. These guys beat us last year in the postseason in 7 games. They did lose Jalen Suggs and Franz Wagner, replacing them with Jalen Williams, Vasil Bergen-Ashby, and Killian Hayes. They still had their top group of guys with Paolo Banchero, Domantas Sabonis, and Zymer Donaldson. So I'm excited to face off against the Magic again here, looking for revenge from last season with a lot of shakeup in the NBA landscape as the Pistons and Rockets are both out. It now looks like it could be our championship to lose. But again, I don't want to get overconfident or overhype this thing because, as we saw with the Rockets and the Pistons, any of these elite teams can lose. And the Magic are really good. They beat us last year in the playoffs for a reason. So that'll wrap up the episode. Next time, we've got games 1 and 2 of the second round against the Orlando Magic. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Peace out.